Hey everybody, this is Sherry with CPR, Craft, Pray, Repeat. And I'm here today with an image from Imagine That Digi-Stamp called Chloe's Heart Balloons. And we're going to start coloring her up. And I will make sure that I put all of the colors that I use on the screen for you guys. And, I just wanted to take a second to thank all of you who have been leaving me such kind comments and who have been subscribing to my channel. I feel like I've not been putting out my best quality here lately. I've not been feeling well and I've been in a lot of pain. But you know what? It's nothing that my God can't handle. It's just I'm a sissy. And sometimes I forget that I just need to say, God, I can't do this, and He'll take care of it. Sherry, no, stubborn Sherry, she's got to try to trudge on through all on her own. So I just wanted to ask you to forgive me for not giving my best, because instead of asking God for the strength that I need to get through, I'm trying to do this on my own, and I believe that it's really shown in the quality of the videos I've done lately, and because of that, I truly apologize. I only want to put out my best, because everything I do, I want to do as if I were doing for the Lord, and I know lately's not been my best. So I hope that you guys can forgive me and continue to watch, and hopefully we can share something together, some inspiration, some knowledge, some wisdom. And believe me, I read every comment, and if you feel that you have something that you can help me add to my cards to make them better, by all means, please put them in the comments below. My feelings are not going to get hurt. I welcome constructive criticism. So if you're something you think that I can do better, or you think, hey Sherry, why didn't maybe you should add this next time, by all means, write it in the comments. It would mean a lot to me, because I want to make my cards the best they can absolutely be. Because when I give them to people, I want them to know that I did my best. And so that's really important to me. And I talk through all of the coloring of the mouse, and I apologize. But I just used W1, 2, and 4. Now originally I had started out with 1, 2, and 3. And on the left ear, and then just decided that was just not working for me. I was getting a great blend, an easy blend, but I wasn't really getting any shadows. So I upped my game a little to the W4. I didn't want my mouse too dark. I wanted her to be, soft and light. And personally, I'm like a major gray fan. Pink is my favorite color, but if I could partner it with anything, it'd be gray. I could wear gray every day. My family's like, stop it. But I loved coloring this dress, because I love how Christy draws in the pleats for the dresses. And I've loved every one that she's ever done that's had a dress on it. She layers, the way she draws it, it tells you exactly which pleats kind of layering on top of the next, so you know exactly where to put your shadows. So if you're working on learning how to color pleats and things like that, go and definitely check out Imagine That Digi-Stamp, because the way Christy draws them, it makes it really easy to figure that out and to work on that, to get better at it. So I absolutely love it. And you can use the code Sherry15, and for any purchases over $5 at Imagine That Digi-Stamp, Sherry15 will get you 15% off. And at Mama's Treasures, which I'm going to use some lace from her store, if you also use the code Sherry15, that will get you 15% off of your order there. So go check them out. You'll love both stores. Both ladies are incredible. God has blessed me beyond measure with the people I get to work with. I can't thank the Lord enough for placing godly, wonderful women in my life to encourage and inspire me. And that goes for everyone. And I got the most beautiful thing in the mail the other day from Tiffany Bonsick. And I will do a video later showing it. But it completely caught me off guard, and just, I can't even begin to express what my heart felt like after I read what she wrote, and I will share it with you. I don't want you to think that I'm bragging by reading what she said, but it just meant more to me than she could ever imagine. And so let me go back to what I'm doing here. I'm so sorry, guys. I know I'm all over the place today. Now, I do a lot of tip-to-tip techniques on these balloons, and I do 3 collars, all except for the center balloon, and there was only 2. There was RV 32 and 34, and I'm like, I couldn't figure out what a third collar would be. I looked, I couldn't. Danae wasn't here, my husband wasn't here, and I'm like, how am I gonna come up with a third color? I can't, can't tell color shades by myself. And so I was like, what am I gonna do? And so I ended up using tip to tip, and it just worked out perfect. And I absolutely love the blend I got on every one of these balloons. I'm not somebody who likes a real bold, shadow or highlight. I like mine to be, I guess, understated maybe, or I just want it to blend. I want there to be that shadow, but I don't want there to be a dark difference between the collars. And I was so happy with how these balloons turned out. Now this is the one where I used the RV 32 and 34. I colored the base color with RV 32, and then I start to go over it, put my darkest color, get my RV 34 in there, and then I'm like, not getting it. And so then again, some tip to tip action, and bam, there she is. I'm like, yep, I was just so tickled. I was like, thank you God, thank you God. I was just like, because I was really nervous that day about coloring this image for some reason. And maybe it was because I knew if I messed it up, Mariah was going to have a hissy, because she wants this image so bad. And she tried to sneak it off my desk like 4 times. I'm like, I really got to get this colored before Mariah steals it. And then I have to reprint. And so I think I was kind of trying to do this under the radar so that she didn't catch me, because she wanted it. And I don't mind printing her out images, but that was all my good paper. I was like, that's not happening, But, so I was a little bit, I don't know, I was really nervous when I did it, but I love how it turned out. Now, I do trim this card base down to 5 1/4 by 4 1/2, or by 4 1/4. Because I wanted it to be the same length as the image I used. And I don't know where the footage is, but I did use my Sakura clear, white, and black glaze pens for the eyes and nose, and then my purple souffle pen from Sakura for all of the purple detail, which I had collared in, and then decided that I liked the idea of the Sakura pens better. I just apparently forgot to turn the camera on, or I don't know what I did. And here's where I take some of the beautiful bright pink lace from Mama's Treasures, and I was going to go punch a border with a border punch, and I thought, ooh, no. That pink lace reminded me of her dress, and I was like, we're not doing any paper, we're going to put some lace on this bad boy. And so I absolutely love how that accented the side of the card. Guys, I really appreciate you listening to me ramble today. Remember to practice your CPR, craft, pray, repeat. Thanks for visiting me today, and happy crafting. I love you all. Bye.